Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Brick Hunter channel. My name is Hunter and this is February 2017 update to my Lego City, Lego World. Let me just quickly point out some of the new things or changes that I made, and then after that I'll go into more details and show you more closely what I did. As always, at the end of the video I'll put in some clips of some fun scenes. Alright, so right away you could tell that if you've seen my last update, the Ferris wheel got moved over to the right side of the castle there. And that is because I added a whole new ride, the Gondola Sky Ride right there, and there's like a tower that holds it all together. There's only one gondola attached right now. I'll show you the detail, we'll go over that. The Ferris wheel got moved over to the right side, that's where the train station was. And now you can barely make it out down here on the bottom left corner. That's where the train station got moved over. And this whole left side got completely changed. The Ghostbuster firehouse got moved over. Now this whole row is just modular buildings. There's going to be all modular buildings there. And I did add the assembly square down the main street. And just a couple other things. Let's go ahead and look at the details. Alright guys, so might as well start down the main street. As you can see, I moved out the detective's office and the pet shop. And in place of the detective's office and half of the pet shop building, I put in the assembly square right there. I'm sure you've seen the assembly square, so I'm not going to show too much detail into that. Just want to show you what it looks like in my city. Only thing I would say I did different assembly square is that, you know, the base plate and the two buildings are all in one piece. But I did separate the two buildings so that I could go ahead and move this building around to different places if I wanted to. But I think it actually looks really good like that, right next to each other, so I'm just keeping it like that for now. Maybe later on I might just move the buildings around or something, but for now it's just staying like that, and I think it looks pretty good. Assembly area with the water fountain, it looks really good from this angle, but if you were to look at it from down the main street, it just completely disappears. But that's okay. I mean, I feel like with a lot of the sets it just depends on which angle you're at, so there's that. And then let's go ahead and start from the right side of my park, and then we'll go ahead and go to the left side. So not a whole lot changed to the waterfront here, but I did move over the little beach house hut thing from there to over there, and then there I just left more sandy area. And yeah, that's about it. I really haven't done much to my underwater scene as well. I'll show you that in a second, but only small thing I did add was right here was to just put another sign there showing that's Ches Albert restaurant, so the boats going by can see what restaurant that is. And there isn't much changes to my underwater scene. I did order more coral or these tree elements in different colors, like pink and lavender and more dark red. So this coral area is gonna get a little bit larger, so I'm waiting for that Bricklink order to come in so I can make the coral bigger. Might just move that coral plants to the middle of the underwater scene there and just make it larger. We are getting the Pirates of the Caribbean ghost ship, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it here under the water though. I mean, if I really tried I can make it work, but it's going to be a complete redo and I don't really feel like doing that at the moment. And so I don't think that I'm going to do that for now, but it did cross my mind whether I could fit the ghost ship down in the ocean here. But anyways. And as you can see, the Moss Ashley Cantina did survive. Really thought I needed to get rid of this because I had no room, but I just kind of squeezed in everything here, so it did survive for one more month. And Ferris wheel is now in front of the park, which I actually do like the look better. And one of the main reasons I switched over from the other side of the castle to this side is that I did motorize the Ferris wheel. And then so I just wanted easier access to press the button to turn on the motorized function. instead of having to crawl under the table. So, and it also worked out because, as you can see, I did add a Gondola Sky Ride, and it was definitely inspired by SeaWorld Sky Ride. That'd be fun to add it. And it attaches on this side to that wheel there. And here's just a quick look how I used axles to attach this part of the wheel to the Ferris wheel. And there is my stick fig in the gondola. On the other side, I had to build like a whole tower, and I'll show you that in a second. But in the middle, I needed to just put something because I noticed that these gondola little rides in red, they're pretty heavy, so it's weighing down the string that I'm using. So it's still work in progress. I need to still work on it a little bit, but I got the foundation down to get this thing motorized as well, and I'll show you right now. Give me a second. But again, I want to show you the middle tower there. That's just something I put up really quickly to keep it from dipping down so much, and I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit more as well. So I can't promise you that it'll be motorized and working by next month, but something definitely I'm working on, and you'll probably see in the future. Or it might not even work out, and I may not be able to motorize it, and it's just one of those things that just kind of looks good but don't really move. But my goal is to get it motorized. Alright, so here is the tower for the Sky Gondola ride, and it's just basically a tower going up. As far as color wise, I just used what I had. I had a lot of tan and white color, so that's why that's in tan and white. On the top, I just put some bricks with studs on the side, so I could go ahead and place tiles. There's friends on this side, and let me show you the other side here. I don't know if you can make out, but that says Legoland tile. You know, put different tiles there just for like advertisement kind of thing. And yes, you are seeing little gears down there. Basically, inside of this brick built tower is axles and gears, and I made it so that, here, let me show you. Right now, I just hand crank this. Once I insert the motor that's used in the Ferris wheel right here, it should turn this axle, and there's gears inside, as I mentioned. So let me show you. If I turn this, you should see the string move here, because this whole wheel thing moves. So there's gears that turns the axle that goes all the way to the top, and it's attached to this wheel piece here. And so when I turn this, you can see that the wheel moves, and it moves the whole string, and that'll make the gondola rides go all the way around. And also used 2x2 rounded bricks inside with axle holes to support the axles. So this thing is pretty sturdy. And also, I am planning to switch out this wheel to this larger one here. That way when the gondola ride comes around this tower, it's not bumping up against the tower or brushing up against it. This should give enough clearance where the gondola ride kind of goes around. But I haven't done that yet, so I do need to switch that out, and I figure I'll do that when I work on the gondola ride, motorizing it and everything. Let me show you the street with all the modular buildings there. There is the brick bank, my Titan Tower there. There is 2 pet shops there. And let me zoom in. As you can see now, it says Lego Pets. And that's just two red apartment buildings. There's the detective's office that got moved over to that side. And yeah, the Arkham Asylum, the old one, survived as well. Because as you know, if you have that set, you could take the walls apart and make it into like a corner building and stuff, and that's what I did. I couldn't keep it all like straight, and because I didn't have room for it, but if I would have made it into a corner building right there, I was able to keep the building in my city. And so, and one of my viewers requested that I keep that in my city, so I wanted to go ahead and keep it in the city, and that's how it worked out. I actually like how that looks. I like the other side even better, but let me show you what it looks like from that side. Alright guys, so now you're looking at the left side of my Lego city, which I don't show very much, but there it is. Top here, I got that mini build of Batwing from the Lego Batman movie. I'm kind of using it as like a Batman movie advertisement there. And also, as you know, on the Ghostbuster Firehouse, the back is just so ugly. It's just large panels and it just doesn't look good. So I really want to cover it up, so I used the advertisement that I shown before there. And that is the Lego Batman movie. Right now everything is about Lego Batman movie, so I put up another Lego Batman movie advertisement billboard there, and the villain one right there just to cover up the back of the Grand Emporium. If you guys recognize where I got these two billboard sign things that I'm using, leave me a comment down and below. It'd be fun to see how many people recognizes where I got that from. And it's not from the box of Lego sets. This was where the Ferris wheel was, up there. But now it's kind of like an angle. I kind of actually like that now, because this was kind of space that I just didn't know what to do with. And so I think it works out. And this train station, by the way, is just 48 by, it's a bit longer than 48 by 8. It is huge. So I just needed a really good place for it without just taking up whole much space, and I think it works out. Alright, so this is like this little corner that may not be seen very much, but I still wanted to give it a little detail, so I used the Arkham Asylum gate right there. It's kind of like the entrance to the train station. As I mentioned, now the Arkham Asylum is in like a corner building, and I like how this face right here, which gives a lot of detail, is still facing out towards like the viewers. I didn't want this to be hidden away, so I think it kind of works out. And the other angle was better, but this is all modular buildings down this way. Now you can see the Joker land set better. Eventually that's going to be all out of there too. If that gets moved, it's most likely going to go over there next to the Ferris wheel with all the rides. And I do want to keep this side just all modular buildings, or my mock of buildings. Felt like that could just stay there for now. As long as I have room for it, I'll just keep it. Alright, and as I mentioned on the last update video, I told you guys I was gonna center my Brick Hunter name sign there. I don't know why I had it all scrunched up on the top when I could just have easily just centered it with white borders. But that's what I did. And one of my viewers pointed out that they liked how I used the super jumpers to clip Superman on there. So just wanted to show you guys you could do that. It makes for a nice little clip to hang little transclear bricks and then put your Superman flying, or some other flying superhero characters. I also use those super jumpers to prop up like Star Wars ships and stuff off the ground. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that. Like maybe I'll do like other uses for super jumpers or something. So I don't like super jumpers, so I just find other uses for them. So maybe I'll do a video if people want to see what I use those super jumpers for. Alright guys, this is the February update to my Lego City. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys like what you saw. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave down in the comments below. Please give me a thumbs up if you like seeing city update videos. Thanks for watching. This is Brick Hunter signing out. See you on the next update. Bye!